Hello, welcome to Jet Mathematics. I remain your host, Milton Ebiwari John. Today we are looking at the square roots of surds. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how you can get the square root of surds. Example, so find the square roots of 7 plus 2 root 10. In our next video, I'll do another example that could be a little bit tricky. Okay, but then let's start with this. So to solve this, we'll say let the square roots of 7 plus 2 root 10, we'll say let it be equal to root m plus root n. Okay, we'll say let the square root of this number be equal to this. So we're going to find m and n, and then we'll get our solution. So the next thing we need to do, now take note, if here is minus, then your assumption too should take a minus sign. Okay, all right, so maybe tomorrow we'll see, in our next video we'll see a question that has minus here. Okay, so to remove the square root here, we square both sides. So when we square both sides, we're going to have 7 plus 2 root 10 is equal to the square of root m plus root n. So this is what you get when you square both sides. So when you square here, the square root goes off, and then you have this, and then that square here. Then this becomes 7 plus 2 root 10 is equals to, expanding this you have m plus n plus 2 root m n. Now someone may ask me, how did you get this? Okay, I'll quickly show you that. We have root m plus root n, root m plus root n. That's the meaning of square. Okay, so that's what you have here. Root m times root m is m. Root m times root n is root mn. Root n times root m is another root mn. The other does not matter, it's multiplication. And then this times this is m. So when you do m plus n, you have this. Then when you add 1 root mn plus 1 root mn, you have 2 root mn. Okay, I believe that is clear. Then we can say this implies, then looking at comparing this left hand side and the right hand side, we can imply that m plus n is represented by 7. So we can say m plus n is equal to 7, and also mn, so here is 2, here is also 2 without a problem. Then here is 10, here is n, so we can say mn is equal to 10. So we can call this equation 1 and then call this equation 2. Then we can solve these two equations simultaneously to get our m and our n. So to do that, we can say from 1, we can say that m is equals to 7 minus n. So let's call this equation 3. So from 1, we make m the subject formula, and so we get 7 minus n. Now we're going to substitute it into equation 2. Substitute into 2. So m equals to 7, sorry, equals to 10 from 2. Then anywhere we see n, we're going to put 7 minus n. So we have 7 minus n bracket n is equal to 10. So we can expand this and solve. So let's see that here. So solving that, we have 7 we have 7 n minus n squared equals to 10. So we can rearrange this to have n squared minus 7n plus 10 is equals to 0. So solving this quadratic equation, we're going to have n squared minus 5n minus 7n equals to, plus 10 equals to 0. Then we can group to have n minus 5, and then, yes, it has to be 2, forgive me. And here we have minus 2 bracket n minus 5 equals to 0. So with this we can say that n minus 2 and n minus 5 is equals to 0. And then we can say that n minus 2 is equals to 0, or n minus 5 is equals to 0, which implies that n is equals to 2 or n is equals to 5. So we can substitute these two results into equation 3 to get m. So substitute into 3 to get m. So m becomes 7 minus 2, n is 2 here, or m is equals to 7 minus 5, for n is 5 here. Okay, so we can now say that m is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5, or m is equals to 2. So with this, we have been able to get our m, values for our m, and also values for our n. In case you don't know how to solve quadratic equations, you can see our videos on quadratic equation to get a better explanation to that. And then in case you don't know how to solve simultaneous equations, you can also see our videos on simultaneous equations to get a broader knowledge on that. Alright, so we are done. All we need to do now is to substitute our m and our n into this place. So we can say therefore the square root of 7 plus 2 root 10 is equal to root m is 5 plus root n. Now when m is 5, n was 2, you put it there 2, okay, or is equal to is equal to, when m is 2, then n was 5. So these are the results. Otherwise you can say 7 plus 2 root 10, the square root of 7 plus 2 root 10 is equal to, now these two results are the same. Root 5 plus root 2 is the same thing as root 2 plus root 5. So you can say it's equals to root 5 plus root 2 twice. Twice means it's repeated. Okay? So that is the solution to this problem. Like I said earlier, tomorrow in our next video we'll look at this same topic but a different question that could be more tricky, and how you can approach them. Okay, so please don't forget to like, to share, and also to comment on this video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.